Hey guys, this is a timeless general message for the collective. It is not a one-on-one reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest.
If this message doesn't resonate with you, please feel free to check out our other readings on this channel.
If you would like a private reading, please email us at threeofcupstarot@gmail.com. Hi! What up and welcome back to the Three of Cups Tarot channel. My name is Cree.
I'm Isla. And I'm Sabine.
And we are back again with our bi-monthly read for all the signs. Today we're going to do something a little different. Celine suggested that we go based on who has the most views, and that's who we post and read for first. It was the air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So, to get started, we're going to pull out our Dreamscape Oracle. We're going to pull one Oracle card each. Oh, there we go.
There's one.
Y'all didn't take long last time, so.
Yeah, just straight to the point.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. I got the Harpy Eagle.
Ooh. Oh. I got the Koi Fish.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And I have the Knight.
Oh. I'm hearing hyper manage. And it's almost an anxiety thing, like you're trying to definitely the koi fish talks about money in my mind, money and abundance. So when you have the koi fish, the harpy eagle, which is about watching things from a higher perspective, and you have the knight, which means don't be afraid. I'm hearing you're trying to make sure your money's good.
Yeah.
Money troubles, something like that.
Ooh, I'm getting this fuzzy feeling on the front of my brain. It feels like cannabis.
Yeah. Watch where you're spending your money.
Oh.
Try not to be too excessive in your joys this season.
Don't be too frivolous with your money. Watch your spending.
Especially on things that will hinder your judgment.
And I know it's well deserved. The things that you buy is very well deserved. Also learn to relax. That's what I'm hearing too.
But not too much.
But not too much.
Because air signs can be very indulgent when we relax.
Yeah.
I know it's the holiday season. We're very creative with our gift giving. Don't get too creative to where you're in the hole because of it. I am guilty of that. Literally came up with a super expensive gift for someone this week. And I was like, they would love that.
We speak from experience.
Is that all you guys are getting?
Sort of. It's kind of weird. It's not just the gift giving. It's not just the money.
No.
It could also be their energy.
Yes. Because I feel like this is a person that's used to being on top of things.
Yes.
Oh, especially with the harpy eagle. You're used to being above, and that's why I was getting micromanaging.
Yes. I think this is what they do. Learning to relax is probably what they need to do.
Yes.
Because how else are you going to flow like the koi fish smoothly?
Okay.
Sometimes it's okay to just exist.
We're bad at that.
Without saying, oh, I gotta be doing something.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing anything, then what's the point?
It's that ADHD that air signs are prone to. It's like, okay, well, I'm done with this. My brain needs something else to do so that I have energy. I have energy. I need to expend it.
Exactly.
Y'all got a lot on your plate these next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Holiday season, though.
Yeah, we're officially in December. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
Yule,
all that.
all of that.
Ooh. Y'all ready to move on?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So next, I'm going to pull up some Lenormand so we can get to the crux of this matter. All right. Let's see. Oh, already got. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
There we go.
I already see what one of those say.
We've got the tree, the sun, the ring. Whoop.
There's a floor one.
How do we get a floor card?
After it wasn't
After it was already out. Like, that's ridiculous. Could you stop, please? Thank you. All right, then we've got the lilies and the bear. Could you straighten that up for me? Because my OCD was
same. I was looking too.
It was just like, make it pretty.
There we go.
All right, we have the tree, the sun, the ring, the lilies, and the bear. The tree talks about lineage, family, so especially as we're talking about the holidays, family is a big deal. It also talks about health. Then you have the sun that talks about success, happiness, yay, brightness, shining the way you're meant to do. The ring talks about cycles ending, commitments, unions, commitments, contracts. That's the other C word I was thinking of, contracts. Then the lilies talk about peaceful pleasures, simple things, you know what I mean? And it's also about time passages. Then finally we have the bear, which talks about strength, determination. It's a mama bear energy. It's a nurturing, strong, connected energy. And I think you have a lot.
I feel like there's so much responsibility.
There's so much responsibility on your shoulders.
Yes.
I'm feeling the weight of everything. Like, it's like the happiness of the family is strongly connected to the time it takes for you to get strong. Mm-hmm. You might be a cycle ender. What's the ending the cycle? What are we, the trauma?
Ending generational trauma.
The ending generational trauma. Ending the curse.
Yes.
Curse breakers.
A curse breaker. And you're probably, that's why we were feeling all of that with the koi fish, the harpy eagle, and the knight, the micromanaging. You were always the one who's out here taking care of other people and getting things together, organizing things. I wouldn't be surprised if you're in charge of organizing the family events this year.
I'm hearing family reunion.
Yes.
If you are in charge of that.
But you're also at work too. Like at work, you took on, like you got a job doing this because you were so good at it at home.
Ooh,
so you don't have
planning
break.
Could be their specialty.
Yes, because you can think so far in the future.
Assistants, office assistants, like always on the go. I'm also seeing like someone that's like riding around in the car, but also stopping to get things while talking on the phone. You know, like that's
like how in the early 2000s and the 90s it was the car phone, and that's how you knew someone in a movie was busy with business. You know,
that's the vibe that I'm getting from
yes. You have the strength to do it, and you're slowly building up the courage, but I feel like this courage, this strength that you're building up, might be the courage to say no this time. Because you realize how much was put on your shoulders for so long.
You might be tired.
Oh, that's why my brain was all fuzzy earlier.
So it wasn't the marijuana.
Maybe that's needed.
It might be. We do not condone drug usage on this channel. But if you got to,
we just say relax.
We just say relax.
Relax. You have to learn how to relax.
And that's hard to do if you've always been assigned the job of arranging and organizing everything and making sure everybody's on top of themselves. Especially if you're like a mom too and soccer practice, dance, and all this other stuff.
This doesn't even have to be business related. You can just be a very busy parent or even a single parent that's doing so much.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is.
It's tiring.
It is.
So maybe this holiday season, it's best for you to take a step back and genuinely look at how much you are doing, how much you have done this past year, how much you've done for other people, how much is on your plate for the holidays, and say, maybe not this year.
It's okay to say no.
Someone else can make the macaroni and cheese.
Or maybe even for some reason this came up to me. Do you really need to go on that trip?
Really?
Just because things have opened up a little more doesn't really mean you need to travel. Because that's another stress you put on yourself. And God forbid you get trapped across seas.
Yes. That part.
For some reason I got the image of someone packing up to travel. And it's all plain.
It's so funny you say that, because it's kind of that energy of if you don't sit down, the world and the universe will make you sit down. So sit or be sat.
Yes. That.
Choose your location to sit.
Yes, while you have the strength and the power to handle everything.
And the window.
And the window to sit when you can.
Sit or be sat.
Sit or be sat. All right, y'all. Now we're going to move into the tarot portion. All right, guys. We're going to pull some tarot cards for you and see what comes out. Ooh.
It's a 4 one.
How come I always get the 4 cards?
You always get the 4 cards.
Ooh, I'm already getting a strong message from this first card.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God. Y'all are funny. Oh, gee.
Did you just get what I thought?
Okay, I'm about to put this down. Y'all are getting too many. So let me go ahead and start.
Okay.
So I've got the 4 of Cups inverse. Oh my God, I don't even know how to put this down. The 9 of Cups. The 2 of Wands. I got so much. The World. I'm just gonna have to stand up. The 6 of Swords. I think, yeah, the Death inverse. And then the Devil. And the 4 of Pentacles. I had to stop for y'all. Okay. So with the 4 of Cups inverse, I always describe it as the card where you know what you want now. You just don't know where to go and get it. And that was definitely backed up by the 9 of Cups. You know how you want to spend your holidays. You know what will make you relax. You know what would make you happy. You know what would take the edge off. You actually know how to, I'm hearing, delegate tasks. You know how to give. You know how to be like, okay, if someone were to do this, that would take off so much. And I'd be clear to move forward, especially with the 2 of Wands next to it. It's that energy of knowing the past, the foot between the past and the present. You know what I mean? You're like, I know what I need or what would be nice to have or to do in order to move into this next cycle with the World card there. It's interesting we got the World and the Ring.
Yes.
You're completing a cycle for another one. And you have the 6 of Swords there, meaning that you're emotionally ready to go. You're emotionally ready to say, I don't want to stress. I don't want to worry. I would like to put everything on the back burner or give something to somebody else. But there's hesitance here, especially with the Death card inverse. I don't know if that's why the Knight is there, because the Knight talks about being nervous and uneasy about something, about a change. I'm getting that you're uneasy about giving the tasks away. You're uneasy about letting someone else take over. You're uneasy about trusting someone else with something. That is an unhealthy attachment, especially with the Devil and the 4 of Pentacles there. You're holding too much you're clinging too much to power. You're clinging too much to control.
I have the answer for that.
Oh. You have the
I
answer.
have the answer. I have the Hierophant.
Oh, community.
The 10 of Cups. Oops. I have the Emperor. I have the 4 of Wands.
You gotta start stacking.
I'm gonna start stacking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it here.
And you can cover my cards if need be.
Okay. And then we have the Fool.
Oh snap.
Yeah, this is a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And either I feel like this is you that wants to just break away from it with the Fool, because I have under the deck was so many lovers it made no sense. A new beginning is needed here.
Yes.
But I feel that
As well.
it's like used to being
Oh my god.
It's like used to being you know how a lot of people don't
Okay, we're gonna let her talk. Sorry.
Yes, sorry. They're usually around to stay for just because they're used to something, right?
They're comfortable.
You've complacent, I'm hearing. Even though there is a desire for something new here, but also there's so much power here in what had already been established. Like, it's almost as if you don't want to shake the table. You like it here, but at the same time, I feel like you've outgrown this.
You just had to mention the bottom of the deck, didn't you?
Yeah, I know.
Because
Sorry.
when you did, man, I looked at the bottom of mine.
Sure do.
Yo,
Same.
I've got, since I've already had mine, that essentially talks about you wanting to hold on. You know what you have an idea of what you want, but you're not ready to chase after because you're holding on to this idea or this relationship.
Yeah.
You're holding on to something that is keeping you from being at your happiest.
But this is a foundation.
Yes.
Like, this is the core of where this stress is coming from.
Yes. I've got the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords,
Oh, wow.
the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords, with the 3 of Swords next to it.
Yes.
This is you don't want to hurt anybody, you don't want to offend anybody, but it needs to happen. You need to let these things go because they're adding more to your plate. Whatever this is, be it a relationship, be it your job, be it...
Funny you mentioned the Knight of Wands because I also have it under the deck too.
Oh my gosh. Like literally, whatever you are holding on to because of sheer stubborn pride, which I know Libras and Geminis definitely, Aquarius, oh my gosh, all air signs are prone to having. You need to let whatever is adding stress to you go. And you may not know what that is now, but if you think about it and it causes you stress, let it go.
But I think the decision here is not wanting to move, but also wanting to keep a peace,
Yes.
which would be a normalcy with the Hermit here under the deck. I'm just going to show you what you have under the deck. So you have 2 lovers, right? So you have this lover, and then you have this. It's love all over the place. Sorry.
No, you're good.
There we go. Right? And then there's the Knight of Wands with the Ace of Cups and the Hermit.
It's funny that you mentioned Ace of Cups because under my deck, and I haven't even put my other cards down.
Oh my
We gotta put
God.
the front of you. We
We
gotta
gotta-
put your first cards up.
Yes.
Okay, before I get to the underside of my deck, let's get to the ones we have.
Oh my goodness.
I don't like it when you make that face.
I have the Strength inverse,
Oh.
2 of Swords inverse.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Haha. Look who it is. Came back.
The Emperor.
Then I also have King of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and then the Page of Pentacles.
Stop. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. What? Don't look at me like that.
I'm waiting for you to explain.
Yeah.
Explain before you put down the rest of them cards now.
So, I think that I really hate to say it, you feel like you don't have the strength to move on. Number one, even though it's almost like that's a facade, though. It's like you want people to think that you're not strong enough to move on. You are kind of indecisive about it. You're not quite sure if you want to go anywhere. But at the end of the day, us air signs can be very in control of our emotions. We can kind of go, yes, it may suck, but ultimately, especially right here, I have the idea of the foundations. Your idea of the foundation of this relationship, you're like, I've already made my decision. I'm probably going to go ahead and do what I need to do, which is why we have the Page. You're not at the point where you're moving, but it's there, which would explain the underside of my deck.
Oh, snap. Before you say that, the idea of if this is a relationship, you're already talking to other people. What you're doing is you're setting up, you are setting up the relationship with someone else. You're setting up a job else. You're sending out other job applications. You're talking to other people. You're seeing if someone else can take you in for the holidays.
Yep.
It's like you are so worried, going back to the Oracle, you're so worried about things not going smoothly that you're coming up with contingency plans so that at least one thing goes smoothly, because you don't really have trust or faith in the foundation of what you're supposed to be dealing with.
But I wonder if that's the stress factor of, feels like almost a double life even.
Yes, that's very air sign. Yeah, this whole double life thing that you're living to satisfy this urge with, like, you're trying to control the narrative, you're trying to control your abundance, you're trying to control your happiness instead of just letting it be. What?
What if it's open relationship? What if this is, hear me out, what if they were allowed to go outside of whatever they have just to find out that they want something else with someone else, but that would mean upheaving what's already been established.
That could apply to so many things.
Yeah.
Like, for example, and this could be for anything, but let's say you go to another job, or you might be a district manager and you go to another store and you find out the way that they run things is so much better than how you run or how things were run at another store, and you're like, I want to work here.
Yes. That's the emperor mode, like you see. And it's like, oh, I can do so much more here than where I was before.
But it would be a messy thing to end it just because you feel. And air signs are very good at running away from their feelings. So they don't want I feel to justify the move. You're waiting for a reason.
Oh, guess what? Underside of the deck. Underside of the deck.
Stop.
The Chariot. Ace of Cups inverse.
Wow.
King of Swords inverse.
Yeah.
8 of Swords inverse.
Oh my God.
King of Pentacles inverse.
No.
And then at the root of the whole thing, 6 of Cups. You're so busy looking back at what you had. You're literally keeping yourself bound.
Oh my God.
Because it's not a matter of I'm in my head and you can just like, get yourself out of it. Cause you're not. No, like this is.
You might even known each other for a very long time.
You might have been at this job for a very long time. Like you've got so much. You have so much invested in this situation that you're in, be it relationship, work, family, what have you. You have so much invested in it that when it comes time to do better, you're like, but I've been a part of this for so long. I've done this for so long that you're just like, I don't know if I can leave it. Because one, what's on the other side?
Yep.
And
fear of the unknown.
Fear of the unknown.
It's fear.
And because you're like, I know this. This has happy memories and happy moments and I'm comfortable. I don't know what that is.
Micromanaging. Because I'm looking back at the oracle and the harpy is looking at the koi fish like, okay, I know what I get from this.
Yes.
I'm going to go after this fish that I can see easily glistening in the water.
So that's why the knight's here.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of the unknown.
We don't make it a habit to say break up or leave your family or quit your job. But you might want to do that.
You have to. It's okay to put yourself first. Like I'm pretty sure you're so used to micromanaging and being the person that makes the hard decisions. But you have to be okay with making hard decisions for the sake of your happiness too.
Yes.
Don't stay here because of what was being miserable.
Because honestly, it's gonna show.
Yes,
it's gonna show. Let's be real. The longer you're miserable in a situation, the worse your attitude's going to get. Whenever I go into a job that I'm getting tired of and I'm like, man, I really don't want to be here. That's my first hint to start looking for a new job.
Yep.
All of that.
All of it. You
because
just gotta.
Your performance will go down. People will see it. People will sense it.
And then you're not going to care.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be there to begin with.
And then at the end of the day, you may end up at the tower moment because they may suddenly let you go.
And then what do you do?
You're your own devil.
Oh. I know air signs like to rationalize themselves out of these situations, but you're the bad guy. In this situation, you gotta be the bad guy.
Oh my gosh, you can't make this shit up. Before we started jumping into this, I heard be the necessary evil.
Oh. We're gonna start having a 5-minute segment where we just put Celine in a dark room and we're like, air signs go, and we just put a mic in there and record what comes to our mind, because
that's what I heard before we started recording.
Oh snap. Yeah, you got to be the tower. Don't be so.
It's not bad to be the devil.
It's not. Well,
I mean,
that's subjective. It's not bad to be the tower.
It's
sometimes you have to don that energy.
Yes.
Because you keep the devil and the lovers in the traditional deck echo each other.
Yes.
They literally almost have the same imagery.
Yes.
Which it's literally about attachments, and sometimes in this form of addictions. And sometimes you got to use the double energy.
You do.
To set yourself free.
Yes.
And sometimes that's looking into a nasty part of yourself. And going, you know what? I need to use a little bit of this Especially if you are hyper vigilant, if people called you overbearing, especially if you're a young lady and they called you bossy, this might be time to tap into that boss energy
to make some necessary changes.
Be a bitch.
Be a bad bitch.
Yeah. Even for like, I'm thinking, even looking at the, the devil card here, like I was thinking about like, Lucifer and how it was like, his enlightenment is on the darker spectrum, but it is a necessary thing. It's not like he isn't aware of the light and the dark, and it may be, the things that he does is like, that's horrible, okay, but and if I didn't do that, then you wouldn't have X, Y, and Z. You can't have one thing without the other.
Yes.
Well, and that's one of the reasons, like, so Egyptian pantheon, Set, the god of chaos and storms, he is not outside of the principle of Ma'at. He's not outside the principle of balance. He is literally, his job is necessary chaos.
Yes.
And this is it.
Because things need to balance themselves out. Things need to work themselves out. You've probably been really good up to this point, and it's time for a change. You need to get some of that.
It's okay to shake the table.
Yes, shake the table. Not our table, but shake a table.
Shake the table.
Shake the table.
Yeah, because you're not going to get anything done being in this hermit energy of like walking on eggshells to maintain a peace. That's no. Be the devil.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, it was a funny thing in my other deck, the devil is Set.
I like that.
Because sometimes it's a necessary thing that needs to happen. Like, they forget, he ruled Egypt in their mythology.
Yeah.
For like 2 years, because he was like, you guys aren't doing anything to help the people.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was very prosperous for those 2 or 3 years he ran before
don't
had
judge
to be
how he did it.
It's just what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So you might have to do that.
Yeah. Be the necessary evil. Get shit done.
Because you're exhausted. And if it's not getting any better, you're literally exhausting yourself further trying to keep this double life going.
And it could be for love or work or, whatever have you, right? Take it as it applies.
And you may like the people you work with.
Yes.
It's not personal.
It doesn't matter how cool that boss is.
Yeah. Or how good you work well with your coworkers. If you're not happy,
it's going to show and it's going to irritate everybody, especially you Geminis and Aquarius. Because Libras will sit here and fake it. And it'll be like, God, dog. And the thing that a Libra will permeate will be the fakeness. Eventually the fakeness will be seen. Will they still be pleasant? Yes. But we will get this faint smell of fakeness. And they'll be like, something's not right. I can't say or call her out on it, but something's not right. I don't know what it is. Gemini, y'all will start doing passive aggressive stuff. Aquarius, I wouldn't be surprised if y'all don't check out altogether. That was our confirmation scooter. Beep, beep, you're right.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're now going to switch into the oracle card portion of your reading. Okay, air signs. I know that was a lot, but we're still going. Still more. So now we're going to pull from our oracle cards. Oh, it's so loud. We're going to pull from our oracle cards and get some advice for you.
All of our oracle decks are loud today.
Yeah, like...
I don't remember them being this loud.
Oh, I got one. Oh, I got 2. I'm gonna get one more. Okay. Jesus.
You gonna give me some advice here? Like,
They're like, no, y'all talked enough crap before. I got Aquarius, collaborate. So look at you showing up in your own reading. Pallas Athena, think. And the first house, arrival.
Oh.
That is interesting.
Oh, very nice.
Oh my gosh. I'm being drawn to Pallas Athena first. And the thing about Pallas Athena is that it's about, it's so funny. The first thing that always comes to mind are daddy issues.
Yeah.
It's about how you deal with authority, how you, okay, I'm getting it now. I'm going to read these all together because you are in this mode of control and manage and figure out, and you're literally trying to play both ends of the chess set, so to speak. And the Palace Athena right now is about how you view yourself as that authoritative figure. How you view yourself as the person who's like, okay, I can control this and I can do that and I can do that. It's not all in your control, because with the Aquarius popping up, the thing about Aquarii, is that while people want to say, oh no, they're the humanitarian of the zodiac. Y'all care for people as long as you want to.
And as soon as you don't, time limit.
That has a serious time limit.
The instant you smell or sense that this is gonna be too much effort,
bye.
Click.
Gone.
First of all, like, Aquarius put their own dreams in front of themselves.
Yes.
Like, it's not selfish.
No.
Not at all.
But sometimes that switch has a hair trigger.
Yes.
And all it takes is one thing.
Just one thing.
And it's like, click.
Click.
And it's
done.
Yeah.
And then with the first house, it says arrival, but one that I'm getting two things from that, because as the astrology, I get different things from the cards, because you have arrival, which talks about the chance for you to escape is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's either going to come to light that you have this double life that you're living, or the opportunity to leave one life for the other is going to arrive. And it'll be out of your control. So you won't have that ability to use all that authority that you've been trying to push forward. Mm. All your little pieces, all the chess game that you've made, someone else shook the table.
And you have to figure out, where do you want to bloom?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to figure that out. You have to figure out where you want to sit. Going back to what we were talking about, where you were handling everything. You have to figure out where you want to sit, because if you don't decide where you want to sit, this arrival is going to make you sit, as we were predicting before. Mm-hmm. It's coming.
It's that tower moment. Either you create it, or universe is going to make it.
Yep. And you don't want that,
because it'll be out of the blue.
Work with the people around you. Work with the people who you can trust. I know that's a heavy word for you air signs. But who do you trust? Who can you rely on? Who understands your mental state when you're at your most sporadic? Who can you literally go to and vent about 5 different topics in 3 different minutes, and they'll understand that you just need to get it off your chest? Talk your thoughts out. I remember the last time we did a reading for you guys, I was talking about therapy. Y'all need to talk these thoughts out, because it's becoming too much.
Yes.
And you're not able to organize your thoughts properly, to the point where now they're so all over the place that when this arrival of this instance comes up, it's going to challenge you to make a decision.
Oh, that's why my brain was so fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You need to relax, man. And I know it's like, you have to sit with yourself. And I think because you keep yourself so busy, you don't sit with yourself.
Oh, that...
What you got? What you got?
So, I have 3.
Mm-hmm.
I have setting boundaries, which also relates to threshold, protection, and honor.
Yes.
You don't have to take everything on as by yourself.
No.
Building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. Collaborate off of people.
Yes.
But this one, deep emotions, unknown feelings.
Well,
I'm so sorry, air signs.
yeah.
I feel like you are forever in a circle of learning how to feel.
Yes. It feels like you dance around this constantly.
Because the thing is until you watch this, you may not even know that you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not even know that you have other feelings regarding this relationship, the situation, whatever, until we point it out.
That's why. That's under the water.
Yeah. It's under the surface.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I mean, speaking as a Libra, honestly, I thought I was emotional because I have a fire moon. So I would feel my emotions. But I didn't realize how much I was compartmentalizing those emotions.
Yes.
How much I was thinking about my emotions. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Because who thinks about their emotions? I remember I saw a meme that said, don't think about your, or water signs trying to understand the concept of someone thinking about their emotions instead of just feeling them. And I'm sitting here like, I'm emotional? I don't think about my emotions. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Violently so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, you're sad right now, so don't do that. Why are you sad? Oh, because they did this. And then you start thinking about the reason why you're sad and not actually being sad.
Yes.
You need to feel, you need to purge, you need to understand that all your actions, all your double life living is because of your emotions. It's a reaction.
A double life could be you just jumping from one thing to the next because you don't have time to feel.
You don't have time to be tired.
I was there.
Yeah.
And then you have an emotional breakdown.
Yep.
And that's it.
And that's it.
As someone with an Aquarius moon, I'm double air.
Oof.
Yeah.
Big oof.
So when it comes to emotions, I may not feel it for years.
Yeah.
And then asteroid hits the earth and all the dinosaurs are dead. Like,
and then you're out of commission for like months.
Yeah, because it piled up.
Mm-hmm.
It piled up. What you got?
It's a little better. So I have 3 from my Believe in Your Magic. And you have gold. You don't need someone else to fix you.
Ooh.
Oh.
You also have Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after?
Oh.
Okay.
That's a little ominous in the brain.
And then Bitch Fire. Stand up for yourself.
Hey! We got the bitch fire!
They were
Purr,
waiting for
purr,
that. They
purr.
were waiting for whenever somebody gets
Yes,
it.
I was waiting for this card.
And it's so funny because earlier
We were saying!
be a bitch.
Be a bitch.
It's okay to look after yourself.
Wow.
Stand up for yourself. Really, make the decisions that you need that caters to your own light. And then if it requires you to burn everything to the ground, do it. be a dragon, right?
Metaphorically.
Like, yes. Metaphorically.
Burn everything to the ground, please.
Yes, but you are a phoenix. Like, whatever you're going through with this cycle of ending things, like, you're going to rise from it. You're going to be okay.
You're going to be okay because you're stronger than you're giving yourself credit for.
Yes.
When you think about, and this, you're good. You guys are good at compartmentalization, right? You're air signs. You're good at thinking on your feet. Think about how much effort it takes to live 2 different lives.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much work.
It's too much.
And think about how long you've technically been successfully living those 2 separate lives. If you have the energy, the resources, and the know-how to live 2 separate lives, why don't you have that same strength to live a new life?
Imagine if
a
you
life
channel
that's
that.
more genuine.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to lie. You don't have to hide anything. Like, you can just live.
You can just be. So why can't you do that? Why are you afraid to do that? You've done it already.
The steps are taking towards it is hard.
It's hard.
Because you have to dismantle the 2 things that you don't want and then cobble together what you do want. And because you spent so much time crafting the 2 separate, trying to fit them together,
It's going to require you to leave the people that were in that life that's a lie.
Yes.
And that's what makes it so hard because you're going to end up hurting people.
And even though there's a part of you that's going to be upset at hurting them because you didn't mean to do that, because you may not even be fully aware that you were doing the 2 separate lives, or that you were jumping from one person to another. For some reason I get the implication that it's not necessarily simultaneously the same person or 2 different people. I feel like sometimes it's like, oh, I talked to so-and-so on this day, we got in a fight or something,
Yeah.
and then you just jump to somebody else, and you're going back and forth, and when in reality, one person actually may be willing to work on it. The other person truly does see it as just like a fling.
You need to thoroughly analyze where you are in both of these lives that you're living. Thoroughly understand why you're leaving one and understand why you're drawn to the other. Because in analyzing that, you can see what that trigger is that's getting you to want to run away. Because just like Isla said, you need to know who might be willing to work with you, who might be willing to understand you. Gemini.
Hell, this person or this thing might make you feel genuine.
You feel free.
Gemini.
That could be the allure, is I don't have to lie. I don't have to hide parts of myself.
And you might need to humble yourself, Aquarius, and realize you're not as weird as you think you are.
Yeah, that too.
You might actually be fitting in. You just have this odd ego about yourself to where you put yourself on a pedestal and think that no one understands me. Yes, people understand you. You are human. Please believe that.
I'm hearing odd quirk.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're just quirky.
Just quirky.
you're not an outcast, you're quirky. And Gemini, if you open up a little bit more about who you are and those things that you hold back, you might find where you want to be.
Yep.
And Libra, just be honest. Just be honest. You don't want to be there. Stop people pleasing.
Stop. Well, yeah. Like, you will legitimately walk on eggshells to keep something.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's time for you guys. I mean, this is the last month of the year.
Yeah.
If there's anything you want to get rid of, I say do it now.
Do it now.
We got 30 on here twice.
Yes, we do.
And 33.
Hey, gang.
We got a lot of 30s.
Yes.
36, 39, 30, 30, 33,
Yep.
15, 16.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look up.
The transitions from the 15 to the 16.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
It's time to upgrade.
Yeah.
It's time to upgrade. It's time to change. It's time to release.
It's the perfect time to do it right now. It's perfect.
Acknowledge that you're stressed. Because you are.
Slow down. It's okay to slow down.
It's okay to slow down.
Life isn't a race.
It's really not. She says to herself. Oh, all right, guys. That's all we've got for you today. Thank you so much for joining us on your bi-monthly reading. We'll be back in 2 weeks to tell you a little bit more. If you would like to book a personal reading with all of us, feel free to email us like right here. And we will get back to you as soon as we can. Yes, we do readings with all three of us.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
So if you want this intensity focused on you, let us know.
Yes.
We'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye. Hey y'all, before you go, I just wanted to let you know that throughout the month of December, the Three of Cups will be participating in a virtual community spiritual service. For more information on how you can join, check out the description box below. We hope to see you there.